Focus, comrade. B-127's distress signal came from the western coast of this continent. For now, we head west.
Bumblebee movie was definitely the perfect blend between the live-action Transformer movie and the G1 source material. Shatter and Dropkick were definitely two of the most prominent villains in the Bumblebee movie. And Shatter is definitely the most iconic and fearsome villains. As a result, Shatter's actually got two figures after Studio Series Live. Studio Series 40 Shatter and Studio Series 59 Shatter, with Studio Series 59 being a more accurate and better overall figures. These figures possess the advantage of having a very accurate and open mask face for Shatters, unlike the Studio Series 40 with the battle mask. Studio Series 59 Shatters come with two guns at her accessories. She has a very slender aesthetics, which match perfectly with the CGI models of hers in the movie. So firstly, look at that face. This face is what makes these figures way better than the other Studio Series Shatter, because this face was the one that we actually got in the movie. They did a very good job with this face sculpt. Look at all of the line going through her face. That looks so good. And look at the chest as well. The chest and the collar region just looks so good. For her chest, it's mostly the front of the car mold to represent the fact that she's a triple changer, but of course for this figure it's just a fake part. It cannot transform into a car. The waist region and the lower abdominal section, they all look very intricate. Look at all of these molding details. Of course for this figure it's also put a little weathering effect on her. That's why she has a little more silver going throughout. You can see that her arm is definitely not her strong point. Her robot arm got stuck on some of the vehicle mode keyboard. But as a deluxe class figure, this still looks pretty nice. Because of that, down here we don't really have a waist swivel, which can definitely benefit her. As we go to the leg region down here, we can see that legs are very slender, just like how this was in the movie. For her wings, I don't put the wings as how they meant to be from the Studio Series instruction, but I just leave the wings like this. It looks similar to how she was packaged originally. I think this look closer to the CGI model. It's make her backpack look very compact, and her wings, they all go down sideways like this. And from a far away point, look very accurate to even before she accomplished her third mode, which is the jet mode. Let's quickly run through her articulation. So for Shatter, I can see that her head can rotate from left to right. It's not quite a red degree because her chins or the back of her head actually got stuck on the two sides of the neck region over here. And her head is a little special. She actually got the inverse socket and bone joint. So the bone joint is actually attached to her head, and that is got attached to the socket on her body, which is a little different from most of the other Transformer figures that we have. And then of course for the arm, it can rotate 360 quite freely. You just have to move out the wings, and then it can go out to the side up to that 180 degree. This can go down as well. And then in here we have a bicep swivel, we can swivel, and then for the elbow joint it's go a little over 90 degree. It's pretty good, and I actually have like ratchet joints in here. And as we go down here, unfortunately we don't have any swivel. And same articulation to the other arm. As we go to the chest region, it does have the waist swivel over here. So it's quite interesting that her torso, the upper body, can rotate. So not quite at the waist. It has just her chest region that rotates. Still really good that she has that. And then she also have an ab crunch. This is mostly for transformation. We definitely can use that as an ab crunch, but of course that would not be natural if we overdo it. As we go to the legs over here, of course it can kick down, can kick backward around that far until we actually reach to the wing region, and then it can kick forward really far like that all the way and go to the side around that far. And same articulation to the other leg as well. If we go down to the bottom of the leg, we have mid region over here also have a tight swivel, knee swivel there, and then the knee can bend more than 90 degrees, so it's really good. Here down here we have feet. The feet can go up really good like this for transformation. This can also go backward as well because we have this part over here, so we have to kind of make them go out of the way to actually articulate. It doesn't have any ankle tail, unfortunately. Down here, of course, for the thruster here, we can also leave them here, mainly for transformation, but it also fit for pulsing, especially when she's flying. That's done for the body. As we go to the wings over here, the wing is quite interesting. So we actually can rotate all of this region, mainly for transformation, but they can move out very freely, just depending on how we want to angle her. And I think that's look really nice. And of course the inner part over here can also swivel by quite a lot. For the thruster over here, they can also be rotated. This small wing over here can also be rotated as well. And usually I want to hide that small wing away, so that from the back we wouldn't see the small wing. I think it just looks better as a backpack for her. And here are our 3 Decepticons that came to Earth to capture B-127 or Bumblebee in the movie. I love Shatter and dropkick so much. They definitely represent good Decepticons that actually try to use deception with people instead of just straight up killing them. And here's how Shatter scaled with the Byway Optimus Prime. We did exactly the same scale at the rotb Study Series Optimus Prime as well as the Study Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave. They definitely scaled together from what we have seen on the first Cybertronian battle in the movie. Just for fun, here's how Shatter scaled with the Study Series Bumblebee RC. You can see that those two are definitely the two awesome female robots from the Decepticon side and from the Autobot side. The scale difference is tremendous, but I think RC is just as badass as Shatter. And here is how Shatter scaled with two of our rotb Massimo in the Abysmos. Scale is so different between our rotb Optimus Primal and this Shatter. Primal, even in his Bismo, this one is of course the KO version that we have reviewed on the channel before, is huge in comparison to this Shatter. So imagine in a battle, probably throughout the base, Primal can probably just destroy Shatter in just one hit. That's just so good. And this is a very heavy figure in comparison to Shatter too. Study Series 59 Shatter definitely scaled perfectly with the rest of the figures from the Study Series line, especially for the Bumblebee movie. She scaled especially nice with the Study Series 46 car mode dropkick and the Trumpeter Bumblebee movie Bumblebee. Although we did not see Shatter interact with most of the Decepticons in the Cybertronian battle, we did see her and dropkick run toward Optimus Prime when they try to battle him off. The scale in here could be guesstimated, and we see that she's definitely fit at a deluxe class in comparison to most of the Decepticon being the Voyager class in the Studio Series. Little of extra paint added onto the figures. I think this Shatter is just a power perfect Shatter for now. Although it's not a triple changer figures, that is totally understandable because for a deluxe class to be a triple changer, Takara and Hasbro will have to incorporate lots of engineering details into the figures to make that possible, which will inflate the price of the figure significantly than the price of the deluxe class. As of now, I think this is definitely the best figure of Shatter on the market at this scale.
Earth, how underwhelming.